That's bait.
I really liked this movie, but before I get into the praise, allow me to agree with the internet in the sentiment that this is one of the worst titles they could have picked for this film. I'm specifically talking about the subtitle, A Mad Max Saga. This subtitle completely sets all the wrong expectations for this movie. For starters, Max isn't even in the film. Oh wait, my bad. His back is in the film for about 2 seconds, but I don't think the tagline, starring Mad Max's back, would have drawn a huge audience. Not to say that the actual tagline did either, if the box office is anything to go by. That single decision to title this film A Mad Max Saga might have been one of the contributing factors to this film failing as hard as it did, which is a shame because I found myself thoroughly enjoying Furiosa, and, in my opinion, ended up finding it more enjoyable than Fury Road. Allow me to explain as we dive into the explosive world of Furiosa. A Mad Max Saga. The story takes place before the events of Fury Road and follows the character of Furiosa, played by the ever all-seeing Anya Taylor-Joy, as she braves the epic tale of being in a Mad Max movie. Furiosa is getting revenge for her family on Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth, who seems to be desperately trying to be taken seriously after being treated like a child's play toy by Taika Waititi. This movie was immediately undergoing an uphill battle for me, mainly because I didn't really like Furiosa in Fury Road all that much. She didn't have much of a personality and overall seemed to just be there to stand and look cool, which she admittedly did. So you can see why I wasn't all that excited when I heard about this movie being all about her. But I have to admit, they managed to make a character I originally didn't care about actually interesting by delving more into her backstory. I feel like I understood the character more, and she gained more respect from me, and honestly makes her character in Fury Road better too. The visuals are really good looking, as should be expected from Mad Max at this point. Well, unless you're talking about the original. With gorgeous action set pieces and sets which make the world all the more guttural feeling, which is also helped by the fantastic sound design. The acting is fantastic, and everyone does a great job selling the emotion of every scene, especially Chris Hemsworth. The big negative I've been seeing online is that this is a Mad Max movie without Mad Max. And while I do think the film should have been titled differently so as to not set false expectations, I personally didn't have a problem with Max's absence. Besides, it's not like he would have done anything even if he was there, considering how underutilized he was in Fury Road. The best thing that this movie brings to the table is the world building, by going more in-depth on subjects that the previous films only glossed over, which adds a lot of life into the world. If there's one negative I have with this movie, it's that for some reason, Furiosa is given a kind of love interest, which feels sort of rushed in there just to add more stakes. It doesn't have all that much of a personality to speak of, but it wasn't a massive turnoff for me. In summary, Furiosa takes what worked about Fury Road and removes what didn't, and has gotten the proper praise for it. Sadly, this movie was a massive flop at the box office, which is a shame because I wish we had more big blockbuster movies like this with interesting characters and stories, and gripping action sequences. But the only message that Hollywood is going to get is that risks shouldn't be taken and to produce more safe slop. That's all I got for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon to be notified for whenever I make a new video. The next review should be Deadpool and Wolverine, so if you're interested in that, or interested in supporting the channel more, then turn on notifications and check out my other videos. Okay, that's it. Bye.